How you doing, friends? Shane here with Modern Warrior Project, and today's video I'm going to talk to you about the newest addition to my inch bag, Bugout bag, whatever, and that is the Grayl Geopress T1 or TI. TI, it stands for titanium. So let me talk to you about how I came to this. So a long time ago, I was infatuated with Grayl, and it just kind of left my mind. I forgot about them for a while. I didn't have one, and recently I did a video on the different hydration requirements in my inch bag, and one of the YouTube commenters commented about how Grayl is his go-to, and that kind of brought it back to my mind, and I reevaluated, and it absolutely makes sense for me to put it in there, and I'm going to talk to you about why and the features of it and what I like about it. So one of the biggest things and kind of the bottom line as to why I'm a big fan of Grayl is the fact that, unlike, to the best of my knowledge, it is the only filter, and if there's something else out there portable wise, let me know, but it's the only filter that I know of, at least, that filters out microplastics and sediment as well as the viruses and bacteria. Your Sawyer, your Life Straw, and all of those, they do not filter out microplastics unless they have some newer model out that I'm not aware of. I love Sawyer, and I will still keep the Sawyer in my Bugout bag. I'll probably drop the Life Straw, but I will still keep the Sawyer. I'm a huge fan of it, but I love the ability to basically filter out anything that's out there with this particular one-off thing. So another reason, let's talk about a few reasons why I chose to go with this. One of the big ones, besides the filtering capabilities, is the fact that it is also a cooking pot. It's the lid here. It's a cooking pot and a water filter all in one. And I can instantly filter it. When I say instantly, it's about 8 seconds. So the way this works, if you're not familiar, is you can just give a little half twist on the thing here, and you can pull this foot, and I might have some water, so I have a towel here because I'll use this. So you basically, you have a titanium cup, and this titanium cup, when utilized with the lid, can also act as a cook stove. So I can heat this thing up, cook on top of it, and the lid has a straining port, so I can strain, if I, for some reason, I'm making noodles, I can strain the water right out of that. And so this is going to replace the cup in my Bugout bag all in one. So I've got a cooking pot as well as my filter all built into one. Something else I really like about this is the filter. So the filter is good for 65 gallons, and you can replace them. I think about the time of making this, they're like $30. So 65 gallons, so that's quite a bit of water filter you can do. But something else I really like about it is it has a one-way valve. I think they added this last year, a one-way valve in here. So while the water's in place, I can drop in electrolyte mix. I personally am not a huge fan of the water, and so when I have the option, I'll normally add some Crystal Light or some other kind of an electrolyte mix in there. And with this one-way valve built into this filter, you can do that without damaging the filter. That's pretty awesome in itself too. So the filter pops on and off real easily. And to filter your water, you just get the water up. And before I go on to that, so one of the things they recommend, the more sediment that you get, the more you're going to diminish your filtering capability, and the harder it's going to be to filter. So all of that to say, ideally, I don't want to filter muddy water with this, right? So if that's all I have is just some nasty muddy water, I probably want to strain that, whether it's through a t-shirt or a triple filter that I make up or whatever it might be. I want it to be relatively decent water that I'm filtering. So if you're not aware, if I come up to a pond, we'll kind of do a little stirring motion to break the surface tension and move the sediment off the side, pop it in, pull it out, and now I've got some decent clear water to start filtering. I just pop this on here like that, and it's about 8 seconds, they say, for filter, and you get above it, and it does take some pressure. And so you just push it down, make sure you've got it vented, and push it down, and over 8 seconds period, and it's easier if you do this with it below you. Over 8 seconds, you're going to filter you 24 ounces is what this thing holds. So that's it. Another feature that I like as well. So you've got, obviously you can cook and you can lift this off the heat without burning yourself with the handles. But another cool little thing they put on here, they have a little ring up here that you can tie off a 550 cord. And if you, let's say, it's not easy to get to the water, maybe I'm at a creek, there's a 4-foot drop, and I can't easily reach the water, then I can tie off some 550 cord, dangle it down there, scoop up the water, pull it up, and put it in there. Just small things that they really thought about to make this a really good quality water filter. I love it for my inch bag because I'm basically replacing my still cup, titanium cup, still cup, whatever it is, and putting it all into one with my water filter. So some space savings there to an extent, because now I don't have to have an Nalgene bottle and a still cup. I've kind of got it all in one, and I can mix Crystal Light or other electrolytes in. So that's it. That's the Grayl Geopress TI. I said T1 earlier. Pretty certain it's TI, made of titanium. That's it for this. That's the Grayl.